Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 44 of Pokemon Rejuvenation. It's been a while, it's been stressful. I have a new job and I streamed now the second time in 3 weeks. 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I don't know. I haven't streamed a lot, so I definitely don't know how to clap anymore. I definitely don't know how to do intros anymore, and I definitely do not know where we left off in the various games we did on live play on Zygarde TV. Can't even remember my channels anymore. Welcome to episode 44. We will do a lot of side questing in Pokemon Rejuvenation. We have two major things in front of us. We completed the aquarium side quest, which means there's two big things that are still ahead of us, and then my knowledge ends. Probably have every single side quest up until this point. We will do the first thing, that would be the Zoraline Desert is the first thing we're going to do. And the second thing we're going to do is the Zygarde cell hunt. We need to update our Zygarde cells to the concurrent number that we can achieve. I believe we can achieve about 140. I believe we can achieve around 140, close to 150. And if we look into the Gather Cube, we basically have roughly 20 cells that we need to find. But I have a lot of documentation on my right hand screen open, because we are going to do in this episode most likely the labyrinth, the Zoraline labyrinth, because we now have the dive ability, which means we can now complete this. But if you play the real Pokemon game, well, this is also a real Pokemon game, but this is a fan-made game and not an official game. But if you play an official game from Nintendo, you know what the Safari Zone is. The Safari Zone is basically a step count zone, and after a few steps, you're thrown out of the zone as well. This is also the case here. We only have a limited number of steps to complete this labyrinth. We will enter this most likely around 10 to 15 times, because I want to get all of the items available. I have on my right hand screen, I have pretty much all of the zones open with all of the items, and we will check the items one by one to get all of the items. So that means we are stuck in this thing for quite a while. You're not even from around here. Do you even know what this is? No. That's what I thought. No way an outsider like yourself would know. This place is called a Zoraline labyrinth. As the name clearly states, it's a labyrinth, a confusing cave that seems never ending. But that's not true in the slightest. There is an end. And they say the end contains a magnificent treasure. No treasure is greater. But there's a catch. You can only get a set amount of steps in the labyrinth. After that expires, the labyrinth will chew you up and spit you out right back here. Apparently it has to do with some old Garufan curse or something. I almost forgot. To proceed onto another floor, you will have to find the floor objective. After you find the objective, you gotta do what it says, or the door to the next floor won't open. And the door shuts itself with each run, so no preparing for you. Still interested? Well, I'm sure you are. But it will cost you 5,500 a run. Sure, thank you kindly, good luck. Alrighty, it is a step count, it is not a time count. Which means we are going... I'll just show you what I can see. We have this guide right here. And I, of course, did not do that correctly. So let me get into here. And it's actually not working. Great. So it's not working because we haven't streamed for 3 weeks and everything just breaks, I guess. But basically we have a map that contains a number 1 through, I believe this is 12, and we will catch each and every single item. So let's take the step count. And let's get to stepping. So that means item number 1 will be there. Alright, so item number 1 is here. It's an insect plate. Not that useful. The next item will be available to us if we go to this side. Right here. There's the next item, and the next item is available over this route right here. Yep, over this route right here. Alrighty. And we have a dread plate. Item number 3 is on the left side, so let's head on over to the left side. Can we see the step count? We cannot. We got an icicle plate. Number 4 is quite close. A meadow plate. Number 5, as expected, is quite close. There we go. Or should we say it's quite Miroslav? Because as you guys know, we use the Miroslav scale here. There we have the golden hammer, and we found another dread plate. This is door number A, or letter A, and this corresponds into nothing, so we probably have to place something here later. Let's head on down to item number 7, which is here. That is a relic copper. A strong force draws near, so we are being thrown out pretty soon. And we got a sea viper crest. Alrighty. We are being thrown out quite soon, so let's head on over to the right and down and to the left and get ourselves thrown out. Alright, that is run number 1. Let's get in again. Let's see, where is the door that we... Okay, now we need to do door number 7, which means down here. Down here, we got a monster attacking us. It's completely fine, we can just simply leave. We can simply leave this fight as well. Alrighty, so the switch is here, so we did a little boo-boo, so that means we need to go into here. This is door number C, or letter C, which has a Macargo crest. Wonderful. We still have one door to do. Alright, we have one door to do. But if we go down here towards the left over here, and unfortunately we cannot really disable these guys. This is item number 8, which is a relic copper. Bottom left is item number 9, another relic copper. If we go further towards here, one more and up will yield item number 10, and that is an HP up. Let's go down to the right and down again. Alright, and down again we shall go. This yields a relic copper. Now we have one more door and one more item to go. Let's see, can we get both? Can we get both? We got a penis point maximum, which is crazy good. Now this should be the last door, which should yield a crest. Alright. And this should yield a crest. And we're good. We got the Oricorio crest. Wonderful. We are being thrown out pretty soon. So let's simply walk and let us be thrown out. And then we move on to the next floor. Now we're thrown out. Wonderful. Let's check the crests that we got. Enhancements. Sea Viper crests. Causes Sea Viper to hit harder against healthier foes. Speed is increased by 50%. That's pretty good. Basically makes it outspeed almost everything, really, if we train it on speed. It swaps Macargo's defense and speed and increases special attack by 10%. That's pretty good. Increases Oricorio's speed and special attack by 25%. Not that great. Alright. Now we need to find the switch on this floor, which means we are going down here the entire row. Then we go towards the left, trigger this fight of course. Alright. The trigger is behind this plate. There we go. Path opened somewhere. We're taking this towards down here. Past this. Then we need to go through the open door. Then we need to go through the open door, up to the right. And a little bit further through the open door. That is now level B2. B2 has how many items? We have 1, 2, 3, 6 items and another 3 doors. We do not need to enter door number 3. So that means we are going down here. Catching item number 1 is a toxic plate. Then we are heading over to the other side. There is item number 2. And item number 2 can only be accessed through down here, up here. Going towards the left, going towards the right. That is item number 2. It's a flame plate. Then we head on over there. That is door A. Door A features nothing. So we have to take the whole walk around to item number 3, which is an iron plate. Then we head all the way over to the left. All the way over to the left. Find door letter B. Find another crest, which is a hypno crest. Then we head fully towards the wall, and then we have item number 4 is an earthen plate. Then we head on down completely until we cross a bridge. There we go, it's stairs, alright, it's not a bridge. Cross another stair. There is room number C, which yields a Fero crest. Now we are heading further down left. Down left, and let's see. We can go down here. Go towards the right. I'm actually walking the wrong way. Yep, we're walking the wrong way, which is fine. We can safely go further to the right. Find item number 5 over here, which is a fist plate. Then we head on 2 crossings and go fully to the right side of the wall. Go down, go left and up, which is door C. Yields us another crest, the Standler crest. And now we have a battle to do, but we are thrown out, so that means we need to redo this. Because our trigger is this fight right here to the right. So let's get back in. Alrighty. As we remember, we're going left. Let's get back into stage A. Stage A says that we need to go down, left. Yes, that's fine. Remember that each step is important, so if the best thing would be not to overstep. So we are now safe here. Now let's head on down, and further until we find a door. So we head on further to the right until we find a door, which would be this, and then we head further to the right till the door and go up. Now we are back in B. Back in B, we can simply go towards the right, have the trigger fight, have to trigger fight. The trigger here is a ghost. So we're doing a parting shot. And we're getting... I don't know, we don't really have someone good here. We can't escape now, we don't have to escape. We don't really have a dark user, so let's make a dark user. Now the doorway has opened, but we need a dark user, as we can see. So let's make a dark user. Where is our dark memory? We need our dark memory. Let's see, where is the dark memory? There is a dark memory. Let's make silver into a dark Pokemon. Now we still have one item to catch, but we have done everything we can. So we head on down the stairs, fully towards the left, until we reach a fully black corner, which is this one, which means now we're going south. Actually no, that is a mistake. We need to go up, we need to go left, and down. We need to get past this corner. This is a double corner, so let's get down here. Go further down towards the item. There we go. We found one Carbus. There is our information, which is the trigger. And now we are on stage C. Stage C features 2 doors we have to get through and 9 items. 9 items we have to go through. First item we see over to the left. And we can reach this item, which is okay. There we go. Reached this item. I got a relic silver. Turn back. Go there. Go north completely. Can't. There is a wall. So let's head on. The switch is south. The switch is south, but I think while we're exploring, we're being thrown out anyways. So let's get item number 2, which is a stone plate. Left side is door B. So let's get into door B, get our crest, which is a Leafeon crest. Haha, Legolas might be useful now. Let's look at it. Legolas might be useful now. It takes resisted damage from fire and flying attacks. That makes Legolas pretty strong. Now, let's take item 3. So that means left and up, and right and up, and towards the left. And we have now item number 3. Now let's get item number 4. Item number 4 is right side up and right again. This door on the left is door A, which does not feature any loot. Then we now have item number 4. Let's head on down here. Get towards the right through the stairs to the left. And there we will feature item number 5. Stone plate. Now we go back, we go up, we go into door C. Find our last crest for this one. Glaceon crest. Cool. We already like Glaceon, but now it resists from rock and fighting, which is pretty cool. Alrighty. So let's get item number 6, which is towards the right and the south. And we have item number 6. Another sky plate. Let's get item number 7. Heading over there. We are being thrown out quite soon. So let's get this. We're probably being thrown out. Item 8 would be towards the north. Can we get item number 9 so we don't have to travel here? Let's see. Nope, we cannot. But that's not a big deal because the detour is not that brutal. So let's head on back to floor A. Floor A will go down here, double down, fully towards the left. There we go. Fully towards the left. Get this trigger here. Door opened. That means going here, down, fully to the right until we meet the door. Alright, fully towards the right. We met the door. Go up, go right till the door, go down, go here. Now we go down here, fight this thing. Right, we fight this. Use silver to one-shot it this time. Trigger has been done. Now we take the step down the stairs, fully towards the left side until we reach the open black spot on the bottom. So that is a big black spot. That is the open black spot. So let's head on up. Go one step left. Actually, that is stupid. So let's go here. Right. Wonderful. Now we can simply go through the door. We saved another few steps this time. We're back on stage 3. That means we are going out towards the right. And we are heading down completely. We have a switch over to the center part right here. Wonderful. We have a switch. So what do we need to do right here? With over rock and water. Rock and water. Oh no, we need rock and water. The door opened somewhere. I don't know if that was the right trigger, but it triggered. So let's head on up. Go step left, go up. We still need item number 9 to be taken care of. Which is up here towards the left. Go down here, find another relic copper. This floor is now cleared. Let's head on left. Head on north. And now we need to dive. And now we need to dive. Dive we shall. And we are now on the next floor. Now, here we have quite a lot of triggers. The love discs. Break their hearts. So we probably have to fight all of the love discs. So let's see. Can we go over here? We can. So let's follow the items first. This is item number 1. The relic silver. There we have relic nth. We can safely ignore those. Alrighty. I don't know what break their hearts means, but I think it's just simply fighting them. So that was item number 2. Now we're heading towards item number 3. Not only are we heading towards item number 3, we also have door A available for us, which features a crest this time around. Let's go into here, get ourselves the crest, which is a skunk tank crest. Pokemon we will never use, but maybe the crest makes it worth it. Now we head on towards the south side, because around this corner is item number 4. We got a half scale. Not a bad find, it's not a particularly good one either. Now we head on fully down here. Now there are love discs holding on to something shiny. It has a crest, so that means we need to... Ooh, that was painful actually. Ooh, that's actually painful. That's actually painful. Marek. Can you Thunder Wave this? And Thunderbolt it. There we go. The Lufthis retreated deeper into the ruins and took its treasure with it. Okay, so we probably have to do something else. We actually have to like catch it? Doesn't matter, we will not finish up this this labyrinth anyway on this run. So this was item number 5. This is item number 6. Is there another level? There is not another level, so this is the final level. We're being thrown out quite soon, so we need to travel here one more time. Now we find item number 7. That's pretty much it. We will be thrown out pretty soon. Doesn't matter because we have to return to item 8 anyways. Right, so let's see, when are we thrown out? Can we still get item B? We cannot. Okay. So, let's see. Zoralin Desert Luvdisk break their heart. So what do we have to do? Break their hearts. Anyone know what that is? Okay, so what do we need to do? We have to just simply beat them. Okay. We have to just simply beat them, which is no big deal. However, the step count will be quite tight. So let's be quite tight with the step count. Alrighty. We have not healed. We have not healed, so we kind of messed up a little, but it should be fine. So let's open the door. Head on over here, corner down here until we meet the door. Once we have met the door, we go to right and meet the next door. Go to floor B2. Now let's go down here, fight this ugly guy over there. Send Marek out. Switch in Marek because I want Thunderbolt to be a primary move, please. Thunderbolt this guy. Very well done. Alright. Now the most efficient way to do this would probably to be actually just going towards the left side. Up left. That's actually a more efficient way to do this. And remember, we need all the steps we can get. Step count is actually kinda important here. Now let's open this up. Open this up. And now we are on file B3, floor B3. Again, we need to hit it with a water Pokemon, so let's get the switch over there. Walk down here, switch over there. Switch over there, since we don't have to go over towards the right side. Let's go over here. And let's head straight up. Straight up should yield our diveable section. Alrighty, now step count should be quite good. We are back on the water. Now we have still 5 items to take, plus 1 door. However, the items are pretty much all in the same line, so we will not be over step counting much. There is a love disc to the right. We will catch that one real soon. We are getting our last crest, however, which is a Relican crest. Alright, so we got an item over towards the right. This is item number 8. We got a love disc running around here, so let's fight the love disc. It's actually quite difficult to get them. And that was a clamp roll, yeah. Okay, hitting the things is actually quite difficult. Ah, interesting. They're actually quite difficult to hit. So that is wasting a lot of step count. We have a safeguard. It kind of sucks, but it killed nonetheless. So let's head on down here. Door left side. There is item number 9 and our love disc. Do we have a pixie plate? The second love disc. We need 4 of them. So let's see. We got hydro pump, but that is fine. Let's give Marek a heal to be safe. Let's give Marek a heal just to be safe. Go down here, find item number 10. Full restore, that is a decent find. We have another love disc in the center of here. This is item number 11, a penis point up. We have a love disc running around over here. We hit it quite perfectly. That is love disc number 3. Marek is doing a bunch of work. A door opened up somewhere, which is quite interesting. So we only need 3 of them. We only need 3 of them. We got the last item. We have all of the crests. Now we can go towards the exit. Let's see if the step count will let us do that. Alright, if we go south here, the step count should enable. It's quite bad, but we are actually out. So let's get the zap plate. Go towards here, and we are in the crypta. Okay, I did not open a picture of the crypta. Now, is the crypta actually... Let's see, is the crypta actually, like, important? There is no map for the crypta. I fear we have a fight ahead of us. I fear we have a fight ahead of us because I saw something and I want to prepare that. Marek will stay on front, get a paralyze out. Let's see. We have something over here. Pick up the item on the altar. We have this. We have a trigger on the left. Let's pick up this item and there is our fight. Selfish humans. All you humans ever care about is power. Power. You will not leave this place alive. We have a totem Koffer Grigus. Let's Thunder Wave this guy so it's paralyzed. That power ball hurts quite a lot, but we are now faster than him. Let's see. Let's get Marty out. Let's get Marty out. Marty cannot use Earthquake because I apparently did not heal that one. He is still paralyzed. We got a Standler now. That Standler killed us. Let's get Stitch out. Stitch has Surf, so Surf hits both. Okay, we are being outsped though. Yeah, we are being outsped. So this is messed up, right? This is quite messed up, so let's get... Can we no, we cannot poison that one. Let's look into our attacks. We need to poison jab or play rough. So we need to poison jab or play rough. Let's look at the typing. The typing is ghost. So since the typing is ghost, I am looking at the wrong file. So let's look into here. If the typing is ghost, it is weak. Can't find ghost. It is weak against dark ground fire. Really? No. There we go. It's weak against... Okay, it's not weak against anything that we have here, but we should not use poison. So play rough it is. Let's play rough on this guy. Now we are dying to the Standler because the Standler outspeeds us. Since the Standler outspeeds us, We're getting Stitch back in. Yep, the Stitch is fine. Let's get Salamander back in. Salamander has Lava Plume still and should do quite nicely. So let's Lava Plume. He is also faster than the others. So that Flare Blitz will kill myself. But I'm dying anyways. So we have a Macargo now coming up. The enemy is paralyzed. So let's use that move for Stitch. To heal the Stitch. That's fine. The enemy is paralyzed once again. Let's get Stitch out. Stitch will do a surf. We are being slapped, but that is fine. We have an energy ball that hurts quite a lot. We now have a curse. That curse is pretty bad. That Leafeon does not have a crest. This is bad. The enemy is still not on his last legs, so let's try for a multi-attack. Okay, we lost, unfortunately. Okay, we lost, unfortunately, so we have to do all of that again. It's fine. We can now fight correctly. So, let's head on over to Shashila and get ourselves prepared for this fight. So, Golden Wings, let's go to Shashila and let's prepare ourselves for this fight. So, we need Ghost and Dark. Primarily Ghost and Dark. So let's see. We have someone who is very, very good at fighting. So let's see. Will we get Champan out? No, we will get the old classic out. Where is he? Where is the old classic guy? Where is our... There he is. Chalky. Chalky will come back into the group. Chalky will go back into the group. Good old Cruncher will go back into the group. No, let's not get Cruncher into the group. Let's get Zolden into the group. Let's get Zolden into the group. Now, what else can we take? Who else can we take? Cruncher might be really, really good though. Cruncher might be really, really good, but I'm kind of fine with that team, honestly. I'm kind of fine with that team. So, Marek as the first Pokemon was pretty nice to get a Paralyze off. The Paralyze is a bit unpredictable, although quite strong. We could also get the Milotic out and poison with a Toxic. But I don't think the Toxic setup will work as against the Ghost. Yeah, I don't think it will work against the Ghost. So let's experience Candy as Zolden up. We might want to take someone tanky though. Let's see. We might want to take someone tanky with us. How was your move? Umberto! How was your moveset? You are quite tanky and you are built on pure tank. You're built on pure tank. Your attack, honestly, quite bad. But you're built on pure tank. No. Even though you're built on pure tank, I don't think this is a survival map. So let's get a plate into our water Pokemon. Where is it? Splash Plate. There we go. Let's have a Splash Plate. Let's have the setup be Marek for a Paralyze. And then the other guys are simply there to push the main enemy down. Yes. So Zolden will switch with Chalky. Zolden will switch with Chalky because now Zolden has Chalky as his disguise. So this is pretty cool. But let's get Stitch into it. However, I just noticed something. We need to quickly power down the game because I still have the debug menu on. I still have the debug menu on, and that should not be the case. However, I have definitely commented that out. Why is the debug menu still on? Doesn't matter. Let's reboot the game really quickly. Because the debug menu might break something. It might not, but it might do it. So let's have this open, and now the debug menu is gone. Wonderful. Alrighty, let's get back into our labyrinth. Let's get back into the labyrinth. We know roughly the step count now, so we should be quite fine. So let's pay another. There we go. 60,000 down the drain. Now step count. Down here, left here. Run. That was actually bad. Let's go down here, left here. I don't have the map open currently, so I'm doing it from memory. Let's see if I can do it from memory. If my orientation skills are good enough. So let's head over towards the door. And Saribot banned another spammer scammer, which is super nice. Thank you, Saribot. Good bot. Head on down here. Go down here, go fight this one. Now I don't remember, should we simply go straight up? Let's see. Should we simply go straight up? Yes, we should. So let's head on down here. Fully towards the left. Up here, completely towards the left. Step down these stairs. Go here. Now our biggest step count problem is the love discs. It's actually another misstep. Let's go over here. Go down here. That was going towards the right, going down here. Completely going here. Going here and now trigger this with Stitch. Go up and go straight up. Now we have to fight 3 love discs while still being inside of the step count. Alright. Now we have to be inside of the step count. So let's see. Let's look into here. So step count number 1, love disc number 1. This is the fastest love disc. So let's see if we can catch it. This looks pretty good. And we did not catch it, we actually lost it. There we go. First love disc caught. Aqua ring is fine because that means free kill. Alright, the first love disc is being dealt with. Going towards the right, going south. Through the door to the left. The next love disc should be in center. And it is center left. It's a little slower. Catched on the first try. Caught on the first try. Can't English. Alright, now next step count. We need to head towards the left side. Go down here, catch another love disc into here. Where is it? Where's the love disc? There it is. Quite the fast one. We caught it immediately. And that means step count should be fine. Door open somewhere. Wonderful. Let's head on back left and hope we are in the step count, which I think we are. But we are cutting it decently close, however. So we should get the message right around the next door. And we are in step count. Wonderful. Let's get up. We are now in the crypt once again. This time we'll save. And let's see what will happen. Get this item. And let's fight this guy once again. Now let's get a paralyze up. Enemy is immediately paralyzed once. We got an electric terrain up, critical hit. Enemy is boosting himself. This sucks. Let's get Marty out. Marty should deal quite a lot of damage. Let's get an earthquake running. That Mega Hearn kinda sucked. Let's get another double hit going with a surf. We need to get rid of that Standler. That Standler kinda sucks. Alright. Let's see. Surf is a electrical attack now, so let's surf once again. Hypercharge. That's cool. We are down to 1 bar. Let's get our dear Chalky up, because his Lariat ignores the defense up. So his Lariat should do quite nicely. Half damage only. Are we being outsped? We are being outsped. Since we are outsped, let's see. Since we are outsped, we will resurrect Stitch. Yes. Alright. Now the enemy is healing himself. Let's get Stitch out. Let's Night Daze on that Cofagrius. We are being outsped by that Marcargo once again. And we did not get an attack off, because for some reason he's immune. Let's get Silver in. Silver does always do a ton of damage. But it did not do enough damage to get him out. Now Silver is our best choice of attack. The Pharaoh's Curse is coming in. So let's get another potion to Stitch. We need to resurrect Silver and attack with Silver. Now the curse is done. Let's get Stitch back out. Revive our dear Silver once again. That yawn is fine. That paralyze is amazing. So we got a free resurrect for this one. It should not do a lot of damage. This does do a lot of damage, but we are being cursed now. So let's just use this as a timing sensitive thing. Let's heal Marek. Stitch is dying to this attack. Let's get Silver out and see if we can simply out-damage the enemy. Alright, that's pretty good. Are we outspeeding? We are not outspeeding yet. We got the big one down, which is good. We got the big one down. So I don't think we will die to this one. So let's heal once again. Does not do a lot of damage. Let's be safe. Let's revive Stitch once more. We can still out-heal one more attack. Let's heal once more. Let's see. Can we get a Castelia Cone in? That Earth Power is killing us the next round. So let's heal up one more time. And we should be able to simply kill this one. Let's do a parting shot. Do a parting shot because we're burned anyways. Let's get Stitch out and destroy that enemy. And we should be good. There we go. We have defeated the totem. Long have I been trapped beneath my own layer of self-hatred. The selfishness of humanity caused me to perform unforgivable deeds. And because of that selfishness, I was cursed. I have waited for the day one fated soul would free me from this curse. And it seems like that day has finally arrived. Please, take the object placed on the altar. This is my final gift. Farewell and thank you. And it disappeared. We got a Kofagrigus crest. Let's see, what does it do? Increases special defense and special attack by 25%. Okay. Now this door is not open. This should trigger something, but it does not. We'll take you back to the surface. This is where I belong. I just want to feel, I just want to heal. I just want to feel something real. Let's get out of this. And we have completed the Zoralane Labyrinth with all of its items. Very cool. We can checkmark this as well. Now that means we are in dire need of Zygarde cells. So the Zygarde cell hunt will now begin. And I need to prepare the guide for that. Last time we checked by Zygarde cell 90. And we will rock you. And we will start from 91. And see where this goes. So, let's change all of the crests, all of the stuff back to where it was. Fighting memory. Let's get back to silver. And let's get silver back into number 1. Wonderful. Now, let's look into the guide. Let's look into the guide. And I believe it was ZZEL 0091. 91 is our current target. So we are getting from 90. So this means a whole lot of backtracking. The first Zell is by nighttime. So let's go back to Westgiron City. And we need to head into the sewers of the power plant. So that means going up here, going down and right and into this. Take the Ellie elevator down. Where is the Ellie elevator? There it is. Sewer depths. And this is Zygarde cell 91. Okay, so let me really check quickly. So this is Zygarde cell 91. Let's get to Westgiron City. Zygarde cell 92. So let's head on out. This time around, however, it is clearly daytime. So let's rest to wait. Rest for a while, 10 hours. Now we have daytime. Alright, let's head to Westgiron City in daytime. Bicycle, head on over here. And the Zygarde cell is supposedly right here. And this Zygarde cell is done, so this is 92. Now, the next one is in Westgiron City is 93. We need to head down here. And it would be right around here, Zygarde cell 93. Next Zygarde cell is 94 on the Junction Bridge. So let's head on over towards the right, Junction Bridge. And it would appear to be here, but we got that one, so we have 94 crossed off. Next one is on Yui's Ranch. We get golden wings. We fly to Yui's Ranch. It needs to be night time. The guide specifically mentions 20 o'clock at night. So Let's change and wait for a while. Another 7 hours. And I did not do that correctly. Rest to wait. Another 9 hours, please. Am I too stupid to time? Am I too stupid to time? Now we have 20. Hey Islov, what are you doing? Okay, you're just talking. And we need to head nighttime specifically towards the whale. The whale. And this would be Zygarde 95. Now we need to head to the Grand Bridge. So let's get onto the bike. And we need to be nighttime specifically. So let's be safe. The game specifies 5 o'clock at night. So we need full nighttime. So let's rest for a while. Rest 6 hours. And that is actually too much. Am I miscalculating something? I am. The game is calculating it twice. That's what's happening here. Let's safely reboot the game for a moment, because the game is currently tracking every single hour twice. And I don't know why. I don't know why the game is tracking every single hour twice. If we rest to wait, rest for a while, 1 hour. Now it's triggering 1 hour. So something was funky. Something was very funky. So if we do this, we have 5:30 at night. So let's bicycle up and head over to the Grand Dream Bridge. Grand Dream Bridge, and there would be Zygarde 96. Now, Zygarde 97 is on Route 7, where we found our dear Aelita in disguise, however. So let's get over to Route 7. That's Honig Woods, actually. So that is wrong. So where again was it? Let's see. This Route 7 right here. But where was it again? It was where we left off Aelita. They specify 9 o'clock in the morning. I just found a TM. Slash and burn. Okay, slash and burn. What is slash and burn? Slash and burn. It may burn the target. It may burn the target. Interesting. A fire Pokemon using a grass skill. It's not too bad. Route 7. So this looks to be, let's see. Right. We need to specifically have daytime. The game specifically says daytime. Let's see. The game says specifically daytime, and it should be here. Let's see. Is there a PC inside here? Can we change the time? No, we can't. I think it's about time we activate one of our data drives and activate PC anywhere. I believe it's about time to do that. So let's specifically make it 9 o'clock, because the guide specifically has a screenshot on 9 o'clock. Now we have 9:30. So the game specifically has the time set, and if the game specifically mentions a time, I'm inclined to believe that this is important. So let's get up here. Get down here. And the game specifies 9:30. And we see nothing, which means this is Zygarde 97. Zygarde 98 is on the border of Honig Woods. So let's head on up to the border of Honig Woods. Right around here, go towards the left over here. And the game specifies 8 o'clock, which is fine. We actually need to go down here to the left here. And here we go. This is Zygarde 98. Zygarde 99 is in Darklight Woods. So let's Golden Wings. Let's go to Darklight Woods. Bicycle up, go down here. I can't really remember where this was, but we will see. I believe we need to head on... I believe that is wrong. I believe that is the wrong place to be. Because this is where the base was, correct. So we need to head down, head one step towards to the right. And this is where this should be. The game specifies 10 o'clock. We have almost 10 o'clock. So let's head on up here. And the game probably specifies... Let's see, where is it? It should be up here somewhere. Let's see, is this my corner? No, this is not the corner that I need. Come on, Parasec, move. Oh, come on, move. Come on, move. Come on, move one more time. Thank you. And we need to be here, and we need to go up here. This is Zygarde 99. Darklight Cave is our next target. So, Darklight Cave. So, Golden Wings back into Darklight Village. Bicycle up. And let's head into the base of our enemies. And head into Darklight Caves. Alright. The game specifically sets nighttime, but we have a PC, I believe, down there. So we cannot get down here, but we can... well, where was it again? Where was the entrance again? The entrance was in Honig Woods. The entrance was in Honig Woods. Boidal Chasm, oh, Mr. Urban. The entrance was in Honig Woods. And towards the left over here. I believe the entrance was towards the left over here into this cave. This is where our entrance was. Into the Darklight Caves. Activate the lift. Get down here, have this very, very funky music. Alrighty, now we are back in the Darklight Caves. Alright, we are back in Darklight Caves. There we go, Darklight Caves. And we need to... Where we need to go? Right, let's activate the mirror. We need to be... Not here. Not here. So let's go into here. We need to be in this part. We need to be in this part, so let's change the element. You could say the element of surprise. So let's change the element. Let's change the element to dark. The game specifies 6 o'clock. We do not have 6 o'clock. But we need to be here at 6 o'clock. However, we do not have 6 o'clock, but I think we're fine pretty much. I think we're pretty much fine. Yeah, I think we're pretty much fine here. We cannot escape, so let's escape by killing. We got countered. Oh my god, we got countered. We got... Oh my god. It actually killed 2 of us. Alright. So it's about time we activate the time thing. Yeah, I think it's about time. Yeah, let's get to a PC. Let's activate a data drive. There we go. Let's activate a data drive. Add a password, access the password menu. We want to add a password, and let's see. Rejuvenation password. And where is the PC? Free remote PC. Right? Remote PC. Yep, it is free remote PC. So free remote PC. Yes, we want to continue. Password has enabled. And free remote PC. And do we have a PC now? Doesn't look like it. So password. This password cannot be disabled anymore. Okay, so how are we like using this? How are we using this? How are we using the PC option? Pokemon Rejuvenation, how to use remote PC. Let's see. I can't seem to activate it. I can't seem to activate it, which kind of sucks. So why is it not in? Why is it not in? Key item, similar to thing. So how are we using it? Is it an item? Is it a key item? Remote PC, it is a key item. Okay, so that means we can now use remote PC. Okay, wonderful. Back to action, which means we need to remote PC. We need to left to wait. Around 15 hours is pretty good. So the game specifies in the middle of the night. So let's rest to wait, rest for a while, rest another 5 hours. We have the middle of the night. And let's check Zygarde 100. Alrighty, so go over here, here, down here, 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 left here, 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 here. The game specifies it being in the middle of the night. This is Zygarde 100. Let's move on. Darklight Manor. So let's get out of here. Now we need to head over to Darklight Manor. The game specifies 17 o'clock, so the middle of the day. Alrighty, so let's head up here. Up here. I'm quite slow here. Why? Why can I only walk here? It doesn't matter. Activate the lift. Decompression chamber it is. And let's head on over Golden Wings to Darklight Village. The game specifies 17 o'clock. Why am I walking? There we go. The game specifies 13 o'clock, so remote PC, not ring the daycare, rest to wait, rest for a while, rest 12 hours in the middle of the day. Let's head into Darklight Manor, go up, go towards the left, go into this room right here, go into here. And we cannot still not use anything on that digipad. Let's look that up. Darklight Manor digipad safe. Is there any way to unlock the cell? Okay, I know what it is, but we have to do it later. However, this is Zygarde cell 101. Next one is on Darklight Manor. It is specified that it is in the middle of the evening. So let's rest for 5 more hours. It's in the middle of the evening, so let's get out. And we need to head out towards the left side. But I am stupid. So let's get over here. Head over here, and I can immediately tell we already have it. This is Zygarde cell 102. The next Zygarde cell will be in the Darklight Manor once again. However, it is in the north. So let's get over to the whale, or the Brunnen as we just say in German. Swapped to tablet. Welcome back, my dear Foxo. And the next Zygarde cell is here in the middle of the night. This is Zygarde cell 103. Next one is in the Dream District in the morning. So that means let's check up the time. Let's rest for 10 hours. Let's use our golden wings into Grand Dream City. And we need to get to our... Where is it? This is Judicial District, the penthouse. We need to go towards the penthouse, go inside. The game specifies 8 o'clock. So let's specify 8 o'clock by the dot. Let's remote PC. Rest to wait 1 hour, please. Now we have the exact time specified in the game. And we need to Dream District. Where is it again? Enter the Dream Hotel. The Dream Hotel. It's the Dream Hotel. So where is the Dream Hotel? Where is the Dream Hotel? Which would be this. And this is Zygarde cell 104. Judicial District in the middle of the night. So, remote PC, rest to wait 11 hours. Actually, not the middle of the night, it's actually evening. So let's rest to wait 4 more hours. Now we have the middle of the night. Let's head over to the Judicial District. Let's head on over here. Judicial District. We need to go to the bottom right of the Judicial District. Right about here. And this is Zygarde cell 105. Botanical Gardens. Botanical Gardens. Let's golden wings towards the Botanical Gardens. Can we? Almost. Let's head on over here. Scholar District. The game specifies 12:30, so we have to have the middle of the day. So let's get over here towards this. Remote PC. Ring the daycare. No. Rest to wait. Rest for a while. 13 hours. Middle of the day. Let's get into the Botanical Garden. And we need to head... Let's see. We need to head... somewhere with a wine garden, which is this. And we have actually not body checked the combi, which is interesting. And this is Zygarde cell 106. Botanical garden, once again, it specifies midday. Midday is what we have. And we need to go towards a street with a woman on the side. Not this one. Let's see. I believe it is on the left side, so I am wrong. Let's specifically go towards the left side. I know I body checked the combi. Or is it the south? I don't know. No, this is it. And this is Zygarde cell 107. Dream complex. It specifies 15 o'clock. 13 works just fine. We need to take the golden wings back to Rhodey's apartment. Let's go back to Rhodey's penthouse and go towards the left over here. And this is Zygarde cell 108. Route 9 is next. The game specifies nighttime 3 o'clock. Let's rest to wait. Remote PC, rest to wait, rest for a while, rest 17 hours. It is 6 o'clock, good enough. Golden wings, can't use that here. What the hell, why? Why can't I use my golden wings? I can fly here, but I cannot fly back. Okay. Very, very odd, but sure. So let's get out of the house, and now we're able to use the golden wings. Now we go to Route 9, and we have to look above the train. Bicycle up. Let's look above the train. Go over here. Probably go over here, here, here. And this is Zygarde cell 109. Next one, Zygarde cell 110. Pretty much close. The game specifies nighttime again. We still have nighttime. And we look over there. I can already tell we have it. But let's complete it like we usually do. And this is Zygarde cell 110. Let's get the next Zygarde cell done. It is in the Forlorn Caves, which is probably not here, right? Probably not this one. No, it's not this one. Yeah, I know, Militic. You're quite happy to use Surf. I know, I know. Let's get up here, and I think our cave of choice is this one. Let's see. This our cave of choice? No, it is not. Okay, we need to head towards the right side. Let's get into here, I think. Get into here. And this is where we need to be. And this is Zygarde cell 111. Does this work? This works, okay. So this is Zygarde cell 111. The next one is again on Route 9. It is quite close to Suta's home. So let's get down here. Use the golden wings. The game does not specify a time for this one. So let's get over to the left side. And this is Zygarde cell 112. The next one is in the Rose Theater. Rose Theater specifies nighttime 2 o'clock. 6 o'clock is still nighttime. So let's get into the Rose Theater. And this is Zygarde cell 113. Next one is in the underground. So let's head on into the underground. Golden wings up back into here. We need to head into the underground. I fail to remember where exactly the underground building is. So let's go into the Dream District over here. And actually, this is the underground? No, this is not the underground. Yep, this is not the underground, but the underground was a pretty close building. Let's see. We could head into the underground by a very, very resembling building like this. Or we could just go the regular way. That is also a possibility. So let's go the regular way. Yeah, let's go the regular way. Let's head on the regular way into the underground. Go over here, get the regular way into the underground. Wonderful. Now, the game specifies 1945. So let's make it 19. Remote PC. Rest to wait, rest for a while, 13 hours. It is 19. And let's head on over towards the right side. Switch in and out so that the spawns are reset. And we need to head down here. And this is Zygarde 114. 115, we head back out to Sashila Village. Alright, we can't head down there. Alright, we can't head down there, so let's head out just the way we came in, because I have actually no idea how to get out the other way. So, can we fly here? We cannot. So, go out here. Next one is in Sashila Village. And I'm pretty sure we got that one. That one specifies 15 o'clock. We have 19, which is just fine. And we need to head up here, right side here, down here. And that one is... where is that one actually? Oh, I know where that one is. It's nearby the arena. And it's on the right side of the arena. But on the grass patch to the right would be Zygarde 115. I'm not going there. The next one is in the Zoraline Coast. So Golden Wings back to Sashila. Bicycle, and let's get moving. Alright, Zoraline Coast. Now we need a tiny little oasis to deal with, which is on the right side over here. And there it is. This is Zygarde 116. Zoraline Desert is our next target. So let's get to the Zoraline Desert. I have no exact idea where this is. I have a good guess, however. I have a good guess where it is. So we are now in the Zoraline Desert. Now, the Zoraline Desert has a multitude of areas we can tackle. So let's see. I fail to remember where this exactly is. But we'll see. Because this goes to Elmissa Urban. Yes, this goes into Elmissa Urban, so this is wrong. So where is the next one? What are you? Oh, you're an Arbok. I actually don't have an Arbok. I actually don't have an Arbok. Now we have an Arbok. Alright, where is our thing we need to get to? Where is this? Let's see. Where is this? We still cannot get here. I think I am completely wrong. But I'm doing all of this from memory, so... please, just don't kill me in the comments if I do this completely wrong. Okay, so it needs to be here somewhat, and it looks to be around here. Ah, there it is. Okay. I see. So, let's get over here. Rock climb over here. And before we go further, like this is where we need to be, because this right here is Zygarde cell 117. However, this specifies 9 o'clock in the morning. No, I will. I'm pretty sure. Let's get remote PC back. Let's rest to wait. Let's rest for 14 hours. Now the game specifies 9 o'clock. Let's do that. It is 9 o'clock. But the cell is not here. This is Zygarde cell 117. Next one is in the Zygarde Desert once again. And it is right on the Voidal Chasm where we were stranded in the game at the beginning. So let's head on over to the Zygarde Desert. Over here. Let's see, down. We need to get right. Up here, right, and up here. Wonderful. Let's go over here. We should have a purple area coming here. There it is. Yep, there it is. And now I body check the Mandibus once again. And let's get over here. Jump down here. The game specifies 7 o'clock. So let's do that. Flashbang. The game specifies 7 o'clock. We are 2 o'clock over. I don't think it matters. But let's do it anyway. Let's rest to wait. Rest for a while. 22 hours. The game specifies 7 o'clock. We have 7 o'clock. Nice flashbang. And this is Zygarde cell 118. Voidal Chasm. Since we're already here, we are going into the Voidal Chasm. The game specifies 3 o'clock at night. So let's ring the daycare. Let's rest to wait. Let's rest to wait 18 hours. We have nighttime, 1 o'clock. We need to head into the entire Voidal Chasm. Let's go over here. And we need to... We're not yet here. We're not yet here. The game specifies that the Zell is where? Where does the game specify that we here? Let's see. Down here, right. The game specifies to be here. This is Zygarde cell 119B. Whatever the B means. Oh, that's the exposed flora route. Right. This is since we exposed flora, this is our Zygarde cell that we need to catch. Right. So let's get to 120, which is in Fort Restrine. So the Zygarde cells change if you play the Renegade playthrough and you comply with Flora or not expose her. The Zygarde cell arrangement actually changes. So be wary and do your own research if you do the Renegade playthrough. Which I would like to do, but we're already on quite the high episode count. And I kinda wanna do Reborn after this and not the Renegade run. Let's Gold Wings! Let's Sashila! Let's Bicycle. And head on over. It needs to be nighttime in Fort Restrine. And that it is. Let's head on over to Fort Restrine. Alrighty, we are in Fort Restrine. We need a building that has a attached bed to the top right and 6 stones in the center, which is actually this one already. And this is Zygarde cell 120. Fort Ristrine once again, which includes some stairs downwards. So we need to head on over to a building that has stairs downwards. And I believe it would be either this one or the top right one. Let's see, these guys are just talking to us, so completely fine. Let's go into here. This looks very much like nothing. Yep, this looked very much like nothing. Let's see, there needs to be a way down somewhere. This looks quite good. This should have a ladder down. No, it does not. Ha! Funny. Okay, this is blocked off, blocked off. So where is the building with the stairs down? Is it this one? Oh, this might be it. Push down, right. So let's see. This is not the one that I want. This is not the one that I want. No, this is actually the one that I want. Yeah, this is actually the one that I want. The game specifies 5 o'clock. I don't think it will matter, but let's remote PC, rest to wait, rest for a while, 4 hours. It actually changed, but it is not here. This is Zygarde cell 121. The next one is in the Goldenwood Forest in the phase change after the repair. We did the repair, so we can check up on it. Let's get to Golden Woods. We can actually not fly to Golden Woods. Interesting, we cannot fly to Golden Woods, but that does not matter to us. Let's get into Golden Woods the traditional way. There we go. And this one should be on the upper left side of Goldenwood Forest, phase 2. So let's look into here, and it should be here, and it is. The game specifies 15 o'clock, but it works on 5 o'clock as well. This is Zygarde cell 122. Actually, no, I made a mistake. There's multiple of them. There's actually multiple of them. Interesting. There's actually multiple of them. So there is another one here. Or did I miss something? Did I miss something? Or did we actually miss this one? Oh, we can only find this for a limited amount of time. Interesting. So, the Zygarde cell right here is only available for a limited amount of time. And if you miss it, you miss it. And we might have missed it. I don't know. So, next one is Zygarde cell 123, which is exactly the one we just picked up. Interesting. Ship recovery site. So let's head down to the Oceana Pier. Let's head on down to the Oceana Pier. This is ours. So not the one that we need. Not the one that we need. Also not the one that we need. So is this the one? The wreckage site. It needs to be nighttime. Nighttime it is. And we body check the Pelipper. Of course we did. And look what it is. This is Zygarde cell 124. Route Z, night time only, is specified. So let's get into Route Z. Route 2, Cackleon Bazaar, is cool and fine. Let's get over here. Get into Route Z. Let's see, Route Z, was it in the center or was it here in the corner? There it is. It is here in the corner. Route Z, it is specified night time only. And we need to go a little bit towards the left side. And I can already see it. And this is Zygarde Cell 125. Alrighty, then next one is Zygarde Cell 126. It is in Zone 0, which we cannot reach by regular means, I think. Zone 0 outskirts, there we go. The game specifies it to be nighttime. We have deep nighttime. So we turn the key, let's do this. We need it to be 21 o'clock, so let's remote PC. Rest to wait 16 hours. The game specifies 21:15 to the dot. And this is Zygarde Cell 126. The Abandoned Apartments is next. So let's head on over to the Abandoned Apartments. Alright, Zone 0. We need to head into the Abandoned Apartments. Alrighty. So, where are the Abandoned? This should be it, right? Right. Alright, it needs to be by the generator. So the game specifies 3 o'clock at night. So let's do that. Let's wait for rest to wait for a while. Wait for 6 hours. The game specifies 3 o'clock 30 at night. So and this is the generator. And this is Zygarde Cell 127. Next one, Zone 0 once again. So let's head on a little further into Zone 0. Alright. I'm not the best with jumping puzzles. Okay, that grunt is whatever. Go out here, go out here. Now we need to go towards something like a fence. So let's see where we can find said fence. So let's see. We need something with a fence, and this fence it is. The game doesn't specify a time, but it is definitely daytime in that game. So let's force a daytime in case there is some time missing. Let's 12 hours, force this daytime. Much brighter. And this is Zygarde Cell 128. Next one, Zone 0 once again. So the game does not specify a time, but it looks bright as heck, so it should be midday in the guide. So let's head on over here, and we need to head quite far to the left side. Quite far to the left side. It's not it though. Not it. So we need to head further into it. Let's see, further into it. This looks to be pretty good, but this is still not it. Yep, this is still not it. So we need to head further in. So we need to head further in. Let's... head further in. This is the color change of the ground that I'm looking for. Okay, so we need to head further in. But we're getting dangerously close to the story end. I still have no idea how to get the Gibbles. And there is a Zell, and it should lead us to the Gibbles after this. So let's see. Okay, we are still not where the guide wants us to be. It's still not where the guide wants us to be, so let's see. This is right after the Saki fight. So very curious. This is where it is. Alright. This is Zygarde Cell 129. Alrighty. Now we're getting quite close to the finishing of the story. We're getting close to the Rift Hippowdon, which means going inside here. Underground Sanctuary. Let's save for a second. This is where we fought the Rift Hippowdon. So we are getting quite close to the finish of our available things. So we now need to head towards a grave. The game specifies it to be daytime. This is daytime. This is Zygarde Cell 130. And now the next Zygarde Cell is in the Ecclesia Pyramid, which means we should be on 130 Zygarde Cells. We should be on 130 Zygarde Cells. I don't think we are. I don't think we are. We're on 129. So we have missed the Route 2 temporary Zygarde Cell. But up until this point, we have every single Zygarde Cell in the game except for that one. So that means we are now done with the side quests. And let's see how to get the Gibbles. Pokemon Rejuvenation. How to get Gibble. Rejuvenation Gibble. Right after the 14th badge. So right after the 14th badge, we currently have 13. We currently have 13 badges. So we are one badge locked for the Gibble, which means we have now reached the absolute... We have done everything the game expects us to do, which is really, really, really nice. And we're getting quite close to the ending of chapter 14. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I want to check one more thing, because I think we are going to do the next big story arc in the next episode. Because it's been quite a week, and the Hana, as I've mentioned before, has a new job, and the new job is actually quite taxing on me. And yeah, which means we are checking a few more things, and then we're calling it for today. Let's see. Lower containment area, jail high criminals. Okay, so we cannot go down just about yet. Okay. We cannot go down just about yet. Okay. So all of these confinement rooms, right? Nothing here we can do. We cannot continue the Narcissa quest. We cannot do the Narcissa quest. Gibbles or Garchomp is actually an immensely strong dragon Pokemon, which I will take into my team 100%. 100%. Garchomp is such a strong fighter. Let's get to Giran City. I want to check another thing in Giran City. There we go. I want to check another thing in Giran City. Two things, actually. First things first, let's get to the help center. So there's nothing left for me to do. We have already done everything here. So we have done everything here. Let's do a Zygarde cell check. Come back when you found more Zygarde cells. Alright, so we cannot progress this any further for now. So we have finished this up too. Let's get into the Pokemon Center once again. There we go. We are allowed into the back rooms. Not this back room, however. This back room we are. The League EG branch. This is the development for the League. Alright, this is the development for the League. Alright, this was the interrogation room. Right, this was the interrogation room, so nothing here is to be found. Jan's office is of course locked. This is the developer room. This is the developer room. Yup, this is the developer room. So nothing we can hear really well, so let's go out here. Which means we have completed pretty much everything. Alright, so we have completed pretty much everything. Pictozumi, we cannot continue because we need to head into the Axis Factory. Narcissa's Hauntings, we cannot do because we need to continue. We cannot do Reborn again because we need to continue. Missing Children, we need to continue. And we are on chapter 14. We have to navigate the pyramid. We cannot do the dive section because we need the Zoralin key, which we get in the Ecclesia Pyramid. Which means we are done with the side quests up until this point. We have all of the Zygarde cells that we can get. We unfortunately lost the Zygarde cell in Route 2 in the reforestation process. Happens, I guess. So, pretty cool, but we are continuing the main story on the next episode. It's been a long week and unfortunately I haven't had much energy to stream. I certainly had the time yesterday, but I certainly didn't have the energy because my days, well, they are kind of long. I am up since 5:30 in the morning, which means I have been up for 17 hours. So I am quite tired. I'm quite tired. You might be able to tell here on my eye bags. But thank you very much for watching. I don't know when we will continue streaming. I have no idea how my daily routine looks. So basically, I've said it in the last episode before, but if I have home office, we will be able to stream for around 90 minutes each day. If I have a travel day ahead of me to travel to work, that means 2 hours to work and 2 hours from work. Plus, I cannot deal with any home things, so I have probably roughly around 13 to 14 hour days. So the day before traveling and the day on traveling is unlikely to stream. So just by traveling to work, we're losing 2 stream days. And if I don't have to travel, well, we are gonna stream for 90 minutes each day. And I actually want to do it, but energy is another problem. I have long days, and if you consider streaming another working time as well, which I consider streaming is working because I actually take it seriously. I have worked roughly 11 hours today. I have worked roughly 11 hours today, and I've been up for 17, so it goes to show you how full or empty or draining my day is. Nevertheless, you know where to find me. There is a big fat banner right below me. There is someone in the chat. If you want to chat with me, come on over to twitch.tv/Hanazaki. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is LivePlay HZTV. Thank you very much for watching. I love you dearly. Until next time, bye bye, and wash your hands.